So, we have reduced our load, and we can head west. Let's go ahead and check the map and see what we want to do first. So it looks like this is where Die Hardman wants us to construct the post box, so let's do that first.
Weapons restrictions lifted.
Do I have weapons to use? Let's hit this with some likes. That actually may be an actual player who left that. Let's look for cargo on our way to the post box. Let's see if we can interact with these things yet. No, we cannot. What are they? Are they plants? Are they mechanical parts? Looks like we might need something later on. Oh, look, another sign left by another player. What's this one?
Keep on keeping on.
Anyone? Someone around?
We have earned a trophy for doing this? Hey, what's that all about?
Anyone? Someone around?
Interesting. Well, we don't want to dismantle it, but what happens if we leave a reciprocal message for this individual? Let's create a sign. And let's create the same one just to let them know that we were here. There's rain, but I didn't get a timefall indicator, so I don't know if all rain is bad or just timefall rain is bad. I need some clarification on that point.
Sam, I see you've arrived at the designated site. Good. When you're ready to proceed, activate your PCC. Use it to build a post box within the area I specified.
That was kind of cool. Pretty easy mission there, and let's put some cargo inside. I've pleased someone else, and I got a trophy for it.
Good work, Sam. That's a fine-looking post box. If you access it and select Share Locker, you can share cargo and equipment with your fellow porters. Deposit a ladder and a climbing anchor, and I'm sure someone will eventually come along who could use it. If you've got enough supplies, why not leave some behind? Do right by others, they'll do right by you.
Well, I can spare a ladder. That's for damn sure. Let's activate this terminal and let's share a locker.
Sam, you can use share lockers to exchange cargo with other porters.
Let's leave one of my ladders here. Let's leave the one right there. And what about cargo? Resins, I think I want to keep those. And it looks like that's about it. Unfortunately, I cannot deliver any of my cargo at this time, so I think I just need to take it to my next destination. Let's see where that is. Oh, it looks like players have in fact left these ladders here for our use.
Today's a good day. Thanks for the help.
And here we are again at cargo capacity again. Oh! This was probably another in a series of lifelong terrible ideas. I think he's saying he's thirsty, but I don't think Monster Energy Drink is going to slake his thirst. But apparently in this case, that's exactly what it did. It's good to know that Monster Energy didn't just make their way into my room but they will be joining me on my adventures. Alright, something just changed because my blood meter is now showing in red above my stamina gauge, so I'm sure we'll find out more about that and why it is now here.
Heads up, Sam. Your cargo's been pinged. Move. Now, before someone has eyes on you. Get to your destination ASAP if you don't want to get caught.
So apparently somebody is coming after us, so we want to get to our destination immediately.
Sam, don't get too close to mule territory unless you have to. Focus on your deliveries for now. Mules gave you trouble, huh? Good thing it was raining. Even they know better than to mess with BTs.
We saw mules, apparently, and they've had seemingly way too much Monster Energy drink because they were all jacked up. Maybe that's what they're after. They're after my precious diabetic juice. We're definitely in some type of stealth mode, and walking while crouching reduces my stamina, so I cannot do that indefinitely. Let's see if I stop, if it recharges it. No, but if I stand up and then crouch again, no, it does not. So I think I need to stay still to let that recharge. Oh wait, no, that's what Monster Energy does. It recharges that. It just occurred to me that I've the R on the D-pad and the L on the D-pad, but I've never hit up on the D-pad. Oh, look at that. I think I'm already wearing boots, and now I'm wearing glasses. Do they have any benefit? I don't believe they do. So apparently my endurance gauge will not fill past my stamina gauge. And to increase my stamina gauge, I think I need to drink more Monster Energy drink. Let's see if that's the case. And it looks like indeed they're encouraging me throughout the entire game. Consume Monster Energy drink. Oh, we are over our capacity and we cannot walk. So, it looks like we need to remove some of our cargo. Wow, that backup fuel weighs 15 kilograms, so that's definitely the heaviest thing that we have so far, and I'm pretty sure the only thing that we can get rid of to stay under our weight limit.
This one's for you. Today's a good day.
How do I know that when I enter this valley, something bad is going to happen? You can almost sense it. Look, I have to go from here to there across this open stretch of land. Something bad is about to happen. I think I'm carrying too much. Our cargo took some damage there. I'm not sure just how much, but I did see the red bands, which means they were definitely damaged. So let's get to our destination, which is pretty close. It seems like it's about 28 meters. Hold on. Sure, it's just beyond this rise away. So let's get a move on. Thinking I want to sneak and maybe see what's out there. That is not good. I've just lost quite a bit of cargo, but it seems that I was able to recover most of it. So that's good to know that that's what happens when the current takes you away. Lesson learned.
Something wrong, Sam?
I don't know. Kid doesn't look so hot.
Nothing to worry about. Its functions are temporarily suspended, but they can be restored. I can perform the necessary maintenance at a distribution center. Hurry, though.
Baby is not feeling well, and I have damaged cargo, so let's go ahead and get rid of anything that has been destroyed. So let's go ahead and get rid of that. I think some soil samples were ruined, and everything else looks like it's damaged. Oh, right there. So it shows you the damage level, the container damage versus the internal damage of the items contained therein. So I don't think anything is destroyed other than these books, which we probably should have not picked up to begin with. And let's just make sure that everything else is within damage parameters. Soil samples, the container is completely damaged, so if we stay outside too much longer in the rain, and the rare metals container as well. So the cargo is intact, but will deteriorate quite quickly. So there's a flashing red indicator down the bottom which tells me that BB is not feeling very well and probably needs to see a doctor.
When the strain on your BB exceeds sustainable levels, it triggers the production of harmful compounds, and the body, in essence, begins to attack itself. It's called autotoxemia. If your BB's not performing to spec, drop by your private room and see if the incubator helps.
Let's see if staying on these rocks... You know what, let's go ahead and have some of this delicious energy drink. So I think if I stand on these rocks... Yep. It looks like standing on the rocks is the thing to do when crossing a river, so let's see how deep this is. Okay, so the plan here is to make it from these rocks to that rock. In a hurry. Come on. Go, go, go. With this much cargo, that gauge disappears way too quickly. Hey, look, there's a motorcycle icon. Although, I think I should probably tend to BB first.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. All weapons will remain locked until departure. Cargo verified. Thank you. Decontaminating suit. Rest is advised.
Okay, so it looks like we can't currently offload our cargo. Oh, maybe we can. Let's deliver the requested cargo and then take care of BB.
Wait station folks told me all about you. Sam Bridges, with the second expedition, right? The guy expanding the chiral network on his lonesome when he's not out making deliveries. So what'd you bring us? Let's see it. Talk about above and beyond. Thanks. Must have had to pass through BT territory to get here too, didn't you? They weren't joking when they said you were a legend. Okay, it's time. Do you mind connecting us to the network?
Sam, as always, thanks for bringing more folks into the UCA.
New interview data acquired. Mule and drone syndrome. Okay, bridge babies and timefall. So that's probably viewed on the terminal in our room. And we have mail and data added to our cufflinks, and a new option has been added to delivery terminals, which is recycle. So maybe I can strip things down for parts and use those parts to build new things.
Looks like we're on the chiral network. And with those materials you brought for our chiral printer, we can produce supplies for you here as needed. Think of it as our way of returning the favor. Now head west and keep on doing what you do.
Good. The distro center is on the network.
Sam, do me a favor. Take your BB to a private room and connect it to the incubator.
Good work. Your work is great.
Dead man, you there? Little help?
Okay, Sam. Remove the pod and connect it to that incubator.
It's in.
Good. A temporary excessive stress. Easily addressed if we return it to its mother's womb.
Mother?
Located in the capital Knot City ICU. Brain dead, of course.
You mean still mother?
Correct. A Steel Mother's womb facilitates a connection between the world of the dead and the BB. And you, in turn, connect yourself to a BB, granting you the ability to sense BTs. These pods were designed to simulate the conditions inside a Steel Mother's womb. BBs need to believe they're in one at all times to function properly. However, we can only maintain this deception for so long, which is why we must periodically update the environmental data by synchronizing it with a Steel Mother via the chiral network. There. The update is in progress. Right now, the pod is synchronizing with the Steel Mother in Capital Knot City and reconfiguring its settings based on the latest data. Returning your BB to the womb in this manner will temporarily reduce its stress levels. That being where it technically belongs, of course.
Kid looks happy.
I'll try adjusting the oxytocin dosage. Autotoxemia should set in much slower from now on. You should remember that BBs are just equipment. Try not to get attached. Each one has been physically removed from its Steel Mother's womb. A process that renders them unpredictable and prone to failure. No BB on record has remained in service for over a year. It may need to be retired before this expedition is over.
And then? You saying there's no way to keep my BB alive?
You must understand, there is still a great deal we don't know about BBs. As we expand the chiral network and recover more past data, perhaps we'll find our answers. Oh, right. You asked me to look into why the BTs might be reacting to your blood. I spoke with Hartman. We should have your results soon. Anyway, get some rest. You and your BB are both exhausted. Good night, Sam.
London Bridge is falling down, falling down, falling down. London Bridge is falling down, my fair lady. Sam? Can you see me?
How are things over there?
Still not under guard, still not chained up, still can't leave. But if you can keep making connections, if you can get to me, we can go back east, back home. Thank you. I mean that. It's bad. There are fewer and fewer people in the cities these days. No one's having children anymore. But humans aren't made for living alone. They're supposed to come together, to help one another. And if we as a people can't do that, if we can't reconnect, then, well, it's like Bridget said, extinction.
Come on. Rebuilding America isn't gonna get rid of the BTs. As long as they're still around, there's no escaping it.
But at least we'll have hope. I'll be waiting, Sam. Waiting for you. Come and find me.